Welcome to the Economic Countdown. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As some seem to think socialism is such a great idea, let's learn from other countries. Venezuela was once one of the richest nations on earth. How? Oil. Their president, Chavez, invested most of the country's economy into that oil. The people trusted in their government, their leader, and they did prosper. But guess what happened? The world no longer needed their oil as much. Their economy collapsed, and the people believed their government would take care of them. They relied on a socialist idea of government control of the private sector. The country started collapsing from socialism, so they voted in another socialist president, Nicolas Maduro. His idea was complete government control because he knew what would be best for them. Since 2019, inflation is at 430%. A gallon of gas is 8 cents. In practice, drivers who cannot or will not sit in lines for days are forced to pay up to $80 for a 5-gallon can of fuel on the black market run by the Venezuelan military. A meal at McDonald's is $8 to $10. A slice of ham, $37. A meal for 4 at Burger King, $39. A roll of toilet paper, $7. A passport, $4,500. Here's the kicker though, the average monthly income is $10 a month. That's right, $10. Some statistics show it to be lower than that. You are now either rich or poor in Venezuela. Much more poor than rich. The rich are still rich, but the middle class has been pushed into poverty. Why, you might ask? Because they trusted the government to take care of them. So should we not trust the government? It's okay to trust the government, just not when it comes to money. Everyone wants free money until it's all gone. Government money comes from other people's hard-earned work that is taxed. When people stop working, the government has less money to take care of you. So what happens when the money runs out? Well, let's use Venezuela as an example. The private sector is almost gone. Why? Inflation and no money. In Venezuela, the golf courses have barbed wire around them. There are daily power shutdowns for the entire nation. When Chavez was president, he only allowed for 3-minute showers. Now, there's barely any water to take a shower. To make money, eat, and survive, many have joined gangs and organized crime. Venezuela is now the most dangerous country in the world. The gangs control much of the commerce. People fill their cars with gasoline and smuggle it into Colombia and then drain the gas and sell it for money. A car with an 11-gallon tank fills up for somewhere around 88 cents in Venezuela and sells it in Colombia for $26. Remember, the average wage is $10 a month. Can you blame them? So what's the point? The point is this: find a new appreciation for America. Also, be careful how you rely on the federal government to provide for you. Big government needs your money to operate. Without your money, they can't be big. The more they tax you, the less you get. If inflation spikes, your dollar has less value. Less value, less money, equals hello Venezuela. Venezuela is reported to hit hyperinflation this year. In short, hyperinflation is a very high inflation rate that accelerates quickly. It can be caused by the government printing huge amounts of new money to pay for its expenses. The subsequent rapid increase in prices because of shutdowns causes the country's currency to lose value and shortages in goods to occur. So what has Venezuela done recently? Almost 3.5 million people have fled the country. The country is somewhat split, and one group, the Socialists, have voted in Maduro again. However, another group has voted in Juan Guaido, who stands for freedom. The two men run one country right now because each side does not think the other won. Does this sound familiar? Irrational decisions get made when there's no money and you're trying to survive. Right now, there are Americans who need help because many in the government have shut down the economy. The president didn't do this, the governors did. Many have lost their jobs and honestly need help. For the lazy that choose not to work, maybe they need to study Venezuela. The private sector is what made millions come to America to be free. Anyone can make it in America with hard work and people who believe in them. Socialist, big government ideologies will destroy the America we know, and the rich will stay rich. Maduro still sleeps in a castle. The free money the U.S. government is about to give you, they really don't have. This is just a taste of trusting the government to support you. The U.S. is over $20 trillion in debt. They just borrowed more, and eventually inflation will hit. Fairness does not come from big government. All capitalists are not unfair. You prosper in America when you let the people live free. Freedom brings jobs, and jobs bring prosperity. For those who still want to live off the government, maybe go to Venezuela. They have about 3.5 million openings. Shutting down the U.S. economy was a terrible idea. The ones that wanted it shut down are still working, collecting a paycheck, and asking for further shutdowns. For the unfortunate ones who lost their jobs, can't pay their rent, are hungry and suffering, the question has to be asked: how's the government working for you now? Live free, help people, and trust God. Let 2021 be a year to help someone that may honestly need financial help. Be a light in a world full of darkness. And while you're at it, live. You only get one shot at it. Thanks for watching the Economic Countdown. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. God bless America.